All right. I think I'm live. Am I live? Let's try a different chair. Let's try a different chair. Oh, I like the chair. Hello. Hello, everyone. This is Michaelangelo Hamilton here today. And today, I think it's great to start a new talk, like morning talk. That's a great idea. Just to wait until some people jump on here. I wanted to talk a little bit about our politics right now. Talk about the Florida inauguration. I saw that in the news. Saw some other stuff in the news I wanted to just talk about. Good morning, Susanna. How are you? Nice to see you're on here. Yeah, today I'm starting a new routine to wake up at 6. Definitely want to talk about that too. So yeah, 2019, man, definitely the year to get things done. Definitely the year to get things done. Yeah. All right. So I guess I'll just go into it because a lot of people might not be up this early. So yeah, 2019 is a very important year. Not only for politics, not only for the 2020 elections coming up, not only for our future, but it's like every year we go through like this whole New Year resolutions, and it's like people say, "Oh, I want to work out and get better." Well, I took steps to make that happen. I woke up early for the first time in a long time at 6 a.m., got myself to the gym and worked out, which was nice. I stayed there for 30 minutes, but you start with 30, then you go to an hour, then you go to 2 hours. So you know what? I consider that remarkable progress. And that's what we need in our politics. We need accountability, responsibility, and doing what you say you're gonna do. So that's something I found interesting. Something else. There was something else too. There was something else I wanted to say. Oh, school, yeah. I want to talk about that too. School. I like my classes so far. There was something else I wanted to talk about that. Oh, also, I'm an entrepreneur. I am a small business owner, and I think it's important to follow leaders in the industries who some people wake up at 4 a.m., some people wake up at 5. So you know what? I should be ahead of the game too and wake up the same time they do so I can have the same advantage they do. Because they realize that taking care of yourself, waking up early, and getting things done is important. So that's just my little spiel on personal matters. But, oh, no, government shutdown. Hell, no. Like, regardless of what side you are on, I think we could all agree how ridiculous this is. I mean, I'm the type of guy who looks at both sides, right? I'm not the type of guy who says, "Oh, I'm just anti-Trump and anti-Trump this." If Trump does something that is based on facts and that's based on logic, then of course I'll support it. you know, like I'm not going to be anti-Trump all the way, like But obviously, if he's saying something misogynistic, if he's saying something racist, if he's saying something that's like not right, in my opinion, then I'll, be gladly against that as well. So I'm the type of person who looks at both sides of the aisle, looks at the evidence, looks at the facts of a case, and makes a decision. And let's people all over, like you, peoples, everyone, we can change the world. Um, so when I looked at the government shutdown, like this is this is going to be like almost the worst government shutdown since 1995, and that's not a good thing. I mean, people are suffering. Millions of people are like their food stamps are getting cut off. That's what I read on the news too. And like to even get on those programs is tough as hell. And it's like they consider me too rich. That's that. Let's talk about that. They consider me too rich. Oh yeah, I'm totally rich. I totally have a car. I totally have like a $15 job. It's crazy. It's crazy to even get on those programs. But not only that, it's like both sides of the aisle. Trump and the Democrats is like, let's talk about everything. Let's bring everything together. Like, okay, so the Democrats passed what the Republicans passed in the Senate to reopen the government. And then Trump was like, apparently, based off of what happened, he didn't send a bill. They passed a bill to reopen the government. And included in that package, apparently, according to my research, I haven't done deep research into this, but apparently it included to fund ICE. And apparently, some Democratic members of Congress voted for it. And what I believe, like my view on that is, don't get me wrong. I don't support ICE. I don't support separating families. I don't support massive deportation because that's not what our country's about. That's not our morality. But I do believe in prosecuting people who, have very harsh, like very bad criminal background, like felonies, like without like beyond a doubt, if they were convicted, like people who are very what's the word? Like if they were found guilty, right? If they were found guilty, and there's like evidence with beyond a doubt that they did a lot of bad things like theft or murder, they should probably go. They should probably go. I'm not saying they should go. They should probably go. I'm leaning on like they should go. But like if they come to this country for opportunity, because the one thing America offers best is entrepreneurship, free enterprise, to create your own business from scratch, and that's as a small business owner, I feel like that's important, to be able to um, come to America and make things happen. And that I'm saying that as someone who's born here, as someone who's a native here. Um, my background though is Puerto Rican, so I mean technically, you know, and my dad was Jamaican, so I am I have an immigrant background and I'm proud of that. But it's like, so these people who voted to reopen the government by funding ICE, I'm mixed on it. I'm like, it's a very hard balance. It's a very hard balance. I don't support, right. Let me go ahead and walk this back. Like I don't support ICE, right? That's a very hard vote as a member of Congress. We gotta all realize that. For the people who are saying, oh, certain members of Congress, oh, they voted for ICE, you're not giving the full story though. I mean, there's people suffering right now. This government shutdown is almost the longest since '95. Like, are we really gonna hold up reopening the government and ending the suffering for ICE? That's a legitimate question I want to propose. I'm not saying I just want to hear our thoughts. That's a legitimate question. Are we going to hold up the government hypothetically just because of funding ICE? I mean, in my opinion, in my slight opinion, like this is my thought process, like you would want to help people not suffer, so why vote why vote like why vote, right? Why vote to not end this suffering? You know what I'm saying? Like people are right, Susanna, people have no paychecks, right? So like you gotta reopen the government. Like if that means funding ICE, then that has to mean funding ICE. And I hate to say that, I'm not usually the guy that says, oh, whatever happens, happens, or the lesser of two evils. I'm not that type of guy. But when we're at a point where it's this bad, people are suffering, and I mean, horribly, hundreds of, like, I don't know if you realize, I don't know if you realize this, but when you take your flight, nobody's watching the air traffic control. Anybody who's taking a flight, I'm just letting you know. Apparently, based off of what I saw, those people are federal workers and they're not getting paid. And they're calling out sick too. And TSA, I know TSA had a lot of people. Oh, I should probably keep talking this last too early. But a lot of people, what's the word? my thought process. A lot of people are suffering. I guess that's what I wanted to say. It's a little early. Um, yeah, a lot of people are suffering. hmm I think that's what I want to say. I forgot I forgot my thought process. Oh no, the lights went out. Hey Cassie, how's it going? Nice to see you here. Um, if you haven't seen the beginning, you can see the replay. I worked out this morning. That's improvement. I'm talking now about the politics right now. I'm talking about the government shutdown. For anyone who also is joining along with Cassie here, also, it's like okay, like the whole. I was talking about like ICE, right? It was like even though it's like in the funding package, I'm sure nobody reads the whole bill. Let's talk about that also. And as a legislator and student government, like I know a lot of my colleagues don't read the full stuff. Like not even not my close colleagues, but like people, if they're really gonna read through all that, they should. Don't get me wrong, they should. But do they? Like, do they? Like, okay. But that's the point I was trying to make. It's funny. It's funny. So yeah, my opinion on it is, I don't. If that means funding ICE, then I don't care. At this point, we gotta fund the government. We gotta get it open. I and I hate saying that. I'm not a person, again, who's like lesser two evils or yada yada yada. But yeah, that's an important thing. We need people working in air traffic control. We need people back to work. Like this is not good for our economy either. Um, After the government reopens, we can remove ICE funding. We can do certain things. But now let's talk about the whole blue wave and Democratic wave. Nancy Pelosi became Speaker of the House, right? Democratic members voted for Pelosi, which, you know, if you vote against her, you're going to be on her bad side. I'm just going to point out some facts. If you vote against Pelosi, and some people did, some people didn't, which is perfectly fine in my opinion right now, because like, do you really risk and spend all that money just to go to Congress and then vote against Pelosi, and then now you can get nothing done for your progressive agenda? Like nothing. Like she could stonewall you behind like until you have the new term. Like that's my view on it. And you know, it is what it is. I mean, so anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. I'll talk to y'all later. Stay progressive, guys.